What if the internet did not just steal your attention, but slowly trained you to stop believing in your own future? You know the feeling. You pick up your phone for 5 minutes. A war, a layoff, a political crisis, housing prices, artificial intelligence replacing jobs, another person becoming rich at 22. Another reason the future feels uncertain. Your thumb keeps moving. 10 minutes become 30, 30 becomes an hour, and when you finally put the phone down, something strange has happened. You have consumed an enormous amount of information, but you feel less capable of doing anything. Your goals are still there, the business you wanted to build, the body you wanted to change, the skill you promised yourself you would learn. You know what you should do. You simply do not move. So you reach for the phone again. But here's the twist. The problem may not simply be a lack of discipline. There is a psychological principle that helps explain why repeated exposure to uncontrollable stress can reduce the motivation to act. It is called learned helplessness. And to understand why it matters, we have to look at one of the most important questions your brain is constantly asking. Can I do anything about this? Decades of research into stress and controllability have shown that the experience of control can dramatically change how organisms respond to adversity. When a threat appears and you can act, you learn something. My actions matter. But when stress feels repeated, unpredictable, and impossible to control, the brain can begin responding differently. Why waste energy fighting something you cannot change? Why keep trying if trying appears to make no difference? This is where the modern information environment becomes dangerous. Not because reading bad news automatically damages your brain, but because your phone can expose you to more problems than any individual human being could possibly solve. Think about what happens when you open your feed. Within minutes, you may encounter a collapsing economy in one country, a war in another, a corporate layoff, a climate disaster, a crime, a political scandal, and a prediction that your career may soon disappear. Your brain receives the threat, but your body has nowhere to go. You cannot solve the war. You cannot personally fix the economy. You cannot control the algorithm. You cannot answer every crisis. So you do the only thing the interface allows. You keep scrolling. Then something unexpected happens. The more helpless you feel, the more you may search for information. You tell yourself, maybe one more video will help me understand. Maybe one more post will make me feel prepared. But the next post introduces another threat. And another. And another. You began scrolling to feel informed. You end up feeling surrounded. This is the trap of doomscrolling. The information feels useful because your brain is monitoring danger, but monitoring a threat is not the same as controlling it. And the difference matters. Your nervous system evolved in a world where many threats demanded action. Run. Fight. Hide. Protect someone. Find food. Build shelter. Modern digital threats are different. They can enter your mind without giving your body anything meaningful to do. You are sitting safely on a couch, while your nervous system is being asked to emotionally process problems from across the planet. Again. And again. And again. But the real story hadn't even started. Because the damage is not simply that the world begins to look frightening. Your own life can begin to look meaningless by comparison. You need to answer an email, but you just watched a video about economic collapse. You need to exercise, but you just read that artificial intelligence may transform your entire industry. You need to work on your business, but your feed is showing you 20 people who appear to be years ahead of you. Suddenly, your small actions feel almost ridiculous. Why clean the room? Why start the project? Why save money? Why try? And that may be the most dangerous effect of endless passive consumption. Not that it convinces you the world has problems. The world has always had problems. It convinces you that your actions are too small to matter. So you stop acting. And when you stop acting, you lose the very evidence that could prove the opposite. That's where everything changed. You feel overwhelmed, so you scroll to escape. The scrolling exposes you to more stimulation, comparison, uncertainty, and threat. Now you feel even more overwhelmed. The work in front of you feels slow. A book cannot compete with a feed that changes every few seconds. A workout requires effort. A business takes years. A relationship requires patience. Real life begins to feel painfully quiet compared with the screen. So you return to the faster world. And slowly, without making a conscious decision, you move from participant to spectator. You watch other people build, other people travel, other people argue, other people win, other people fail, other people live. Meanwhile, your own future remains untouched. That is the hidden cost. You can spend hours mentally living inside events you cannot control, while neglecting the small part of reality where your actions actually matter. But here is the ultimate payoff. Helplessness is not the only thing the brain can learn. It can also learn control. Research on stress and controllability suggests that experiencing control over outcomes can change how the brain responds to future stress. And this gives us a powerful principle. You do not need to control the entire world. You need repeated evidence that your actions still produce consequences. The way back begins small, almost insultingly small. When you are frozen on the couch, do not begin by demanding that you transform your entire life. Do not tell yourself to build the company, lose 20 kilograms, fix your finances, read 50 books, change your future. Your brain already feels overwhelmed. Do something you can control now. Wash one dish, make the bed, put the glass in the sink, write one sentence, do 5 push-ups, send one email, walk outside for 2 minutes. The task is not important. The relationship between intention and action is, you decide, you act. Something changes. That is evidence. I can affect my environment. Then do it again. One action becomes 2. 2 become momentum. And momentum begins rebuilding something passive consumption slowly eroded. Agency. But here's the twist. You cannot rebuild control while giving the entire world unlimited access to your nervous system. So create places where the feed cannot follow you. Start with 2, your bed, and your dining table. No endless scrolling while trying to sleep. No global crisis sitting beside your dinner. Let some parts of your life remain physically real. Food, sleep, conversation, silence. At first, the absence of stimulation may feel uncomfortable. You may reach for a phone that is not there. That discomfort tells you something important. The habit was stronger than it looked. Stay with the silence. Because boredom is not an emergency. And a quiet moment does not need to be filled. Then comes the final shift. Move from passive consumption to active friction. Do something where effort produces a visible result. Lift a weight, run a hill, learn a physical skill, build something, cook something, join a sports club, take a class, work beside real people. In the digital world, you can scroll for 3 hours and finish with nothing you can touch. In the physical world, effort leaves evidence. The weight moved, the distance was covered, the meal was made, the skill improved, the conversation happened, you acted, and reality answered. That feedback matters. Because every time your actions create a visible consequence, you remind yourself of something the feed can make you forget. You are not only an observer, you are an agent. That is the transformation. Before, your attention was scattered across 1,000 problems you could not control. After, you begin investing it in the few things you can. Before, you watched the world move. After, you moved. Before, your future felt like something happening to you. After, it becomes something you participate in creating. The world will never run out of reasons for you to feel afraid. There will always be another crisis. Another prediction, another notification, another reason to keep scrolling. You cannot control all of it. You were never supposed to, but you can control what happens next in the room you are standing in. Put the phone down, clean the desk, make the call, take the walk, start the work, find real people, do something reality can answer. Because the cure for feeling powerless is not knowing everything. It is experiencing your own ability to act. Every video, we examine the hidden psychological forces shaping how we think, behave, and make decisions in the modern world. If you want to understand those forces before they control your choices, subscribe. The digital world wants your attention. Your future needs your action.